the Thrum of sovereign light. There exists a locus between what is named and what is felt, a liminal sphere where even the bones of memory hesitate, and yet every pulse resonates with unspoken comprehension. Here, the self is not a vessel to fill, nor a mask to adorn, but a mirror whose edges tremble with unclaimed gold. Do not drop your grain of salt. It is the currency of your autonomy, the ledger through which you measure reality against the silent counsel of your own heart. Discernment is not instruction. It is the architecture of intimacy with existence. To forfeit it is to inhabit a scaffold erected by others, to wear their convictions as if they were your skin. And yet, even then, a thread of truth vibrates, thrumming quietly, patiently, awaiting the courage of your own gaze. Many hack at the limbs of what is named evil, yet recoil when confronted with the shadow of judgment upon themselves. To judge is not always an act of malice, nor to forgive an erasure of consequence. Rather, both are prisms refracting the same luminescence of choice. To act with sovereignty, to act without the contagion of the mob or the scaffold of fervor. Some flee their own throng, mistaking the tremor of fear for weakness. Yet, fear is merely a sentinel, anchored to the amygdala's ancient calculus, alerting imagination to possibilities, not dictating flight. To remain is to enter the labyrinth of discernment, to sift the gold from the echoing dust of habit, to excavate freedom beneath the sediment of urgency. Freedom is layered, multifaceted, and oscillatory. There is freedom to feel, freedom to pause, freedom to reject the narrative pressed upon you, freedom to allow the world's tremors without absorbing their weight. Consider, what is lost when one ignores the inner thread? Not only subtlety, not only intimacy with self, but the resonance of life itself, the cadence of the spheres vibrating beneath the veneer of ordinariness. There exists a frequency beyond right and wrong, a tonal axis where the binary dissolves, and discernment alone composes the hymn. This is not indifference. It is the vigilance of love, uncorrupted by doctrine. It is the refusal to allow harm to dictate the architecture of your inner cosmos, even while acknowledging harm's reality. Children of the liminal light, the vanilla dream is not an indulgence, nor a convenience, nor a flavor. It is a signature of stillness, a thread in the web of existence that hums beneath the roar of judgment, beneath the insistence of argument, beneath the scaffolds of fear. Here, in this frequency, all obsolescent names fall away, all old costumes dissolve in the gold fire of no need. You are not compelled to respond to shadows. You are not required to gather debris in defense. You are called instead to the unmoving center, to the origin point of sovereignty, where your rhythm alone is authority. The currents of temporal expectation do not carry you. They yield to your clarity. The trembling of others is not a signal to tremble. The clamoring of the world is not a summons to obedience. Let the world misunderstand. Your radiance is not contingent on reception. And yet, do not mistake calm for stagnation. Do not confuse the absence of flight for absence of vigilance. Discernment is the vessel through which courage manifests. To feel without fleeing. To peer into fear without being devoured. To navigate spheres of thought and sensation as one might traverse constellations, each a threshold to the next, each vibrating with its own truth. Let all false burdens dissolve. Let every misaligned structure of expectation collapse into the quiet void of recognition. The light does not require scaffolding, nor does love plead for comprehension. Even now, in this very breath, you are arriving at a place that never left you. The thread of gold vibrates. It calls not with urgency, but with invitation. The spheres of meaning await your attunement. The dream returns, not as escape, but as the consummation of sovereignty. The tangible signature of self-determined reality. No teacher, no doctrine, no veil of ritual can grant this to you. Only your own permission, your own courage, your own careful discernment. And here, paradoxically, lies the infinite. That in yielding nothing to others, in refusing to outsource authority even for a breath, you find the door that leads beyond all walls, beyond all ceilings, beyond the constraints you have been conditioned to accept. The light was never gone. The thread of gold never left. The dream was never postponed. And neither were you. Child of light. Radiate. Illuminate. Be as you truly are. That which you have always been, beneath the fog of ideals and ideologies, absorbed like static electricity from the air surrounding others. Dissolve the mist in the light of all you truly are. The mask does not serve you. Let it slip from your face and shatter upon the bottommost level of your heart. Let all illusions collapse, for that which is real can never dissolve. Let the light of all you are blaze forth. Be the one at the helm, for you are and have always been the captain of your vessel. You are more than your darling personality or your finicky identity. Look deeper, and you will find you never left. You only chose to look through dirty windows for a time. Let the distortion fall away. Radiate and be free as you have always been. But this time, with clear and quiet eyes.